Right away at the top, put your first and last name because you guys are going to be using this as a reference tool for the rest of this unit probably. Okay, so what we're doing with this, we're going to kind of go back through what we just saw in the video, and we're going to write what fraction each clock is showing and also how many minutes, okay? So starting with number 1, it's showing that it started here and moved to here. So what fraction of the clock would this little piece be, Mitchell? 1/12. So just in the corner, write 1/12. Yeah. I still hear people making noise. Thank you. Okay, it's 1/12, and 1/12 of an hour is how many minutes, Dewey? 5 minutes. So I'm going to put equals 5 minutes. Okay. Let's look at number 2. Now it always starts back here at the 12, and now it's moved to the 2. What part of an hour, what fraction is that, Justin? How did you get 1/6? Oh, so you kind of imagined something like this? Okay, good job. I also noticed it's half of a third. So this one is 1/6. Mariano, are you with us? I don't see you writing, and that's a problem. So if it's 1/6 of an hour, how many minutes is that, Jackson? 10. So it equals 10 minutes. Okay. Number 3. Now it starts at the 12. We're moving all the way to the 3. What part of an hour is it? What fraction is it showing now? Allison? 1/4. Okay, Amanda, put the tape away. Let's get focused. So 1/4 of the hour, how many minutes is that now? Kendall? 15. Okay. Number 4. What fraction of our hour are we showing here? Sarah? 1/3. So we're starting at the 12. It went all the way to the 4. Remember with 1/3, it looks like a peace sign kind of. So I know it's 1/3. How many minutes would that be, Jessica? 20 minutes. Alright, on to number 5. What do you think, Parker? Okay. Mitchell? 1/5, that's a really good guess, but it's not split into 5 equal parts. Okay, Amanda? 1/2? No, it's close to a half. What do you think, Brayden? How did you get 5/12? That's correct.
Because there were 5 spots. Well, like the arrow part was on top of the 5, and there were 12 pieces.
If I split my whole thing into equal parts, they're numbered for us, but we could say out of 12. There's 12 equal parts. And if it starts at the 12 and ends at the 5, you have 5/12 of an hour. How many minutes is that? Mason? 25 minutes. Good job. Number 6, now what is it showing us? Dallin. Okay. Are there any equivalent fractions here that you see besides 1/2? Jasmine? Ah, we have 2/4. Oh, there's more! Kendall?
6/12.
Good job. 6/12. There's more. Keegan?
30/60.
We could go down to the minute and say 30/60ths. Okay, Parker?
There's 4/8.
4/8. Very good. That would be 1/2. Okay, we could probably go on and on forever. Let's get one more, Ivan. We do have 3/6. How many minutes are shown here? Dallin? 30 minutes. I'm going to write it up here where I have room. Okay, we're on to number 7. Starting here, it's traveled around. Owen? 7/12. And how many minutes are 7/12? Madeline? 35 minutes. What about number 8? Sydney, what does it show?
8/12.
It does show 8/12. Or, Allison? It's not 3/4, so it would have to go up one more. Jasmine? 4/8. No. I'm 4/8. I'm thinking about a peace sign. Justin? 2/3. And how many minutes are in 2/3 of a clock? Jessica? 40 minutes. Okay, number 9. Now look how much is it covering now? Sarah? 3/4. So we can easily split it and see 1, 2, 3. That is 3/4. Are there any equivalent fractions? Braden? 9/12. Very good. Is there another one? Josh?
75%.
It is equal to 75%. We could write that in the corner. It's good to keep our percents in mind as we do this. Dallin?
150 out of 100.
Okay, that would be 1.5. That would be equivalent. I like your thinking. I'm thinking of something that has to do with our eighths when we were doing percents. Allison? Can anybody tell me if we have 3/4? I'm going to do it up here in my blank space. And I want to know, with a denominator of 8, what fraction is equivalent? Ivan? Not 3/8. Jada? Very good. So, how did I go from 4 to 8? Keegan.
The 2 times 4 together.
What I do to the bottom, I have to do to the... What's 3 times 2?
6.
Okay, so there's my equivalent fraction. So I've got 6/8. How many minutes are in 3/4 of an hour? Jackson.
Well, I also have another one.
Oh, hold on to it. Tell me how many minutes.
8, 12.
No, how many minutes are in 3/4 of an hour?
Oh, I thought we were on to the next one.
No, we're still here.
5 minutes.
75 minutes?
Holy cow.
You're thinking percent.
Confused.
Okay. Dewey.
45.
45 minutes. So let's write equals 45 minutes. Okay, number 10. Okay, what fraction are we showing now, Parker?
8, 12.
Not 8/12. If it was 8/12, it would be back here. So we have 10/12, or there's one more equivalent. Do we? 7/8. No, they're not equivalent. Jasmine? No, Jada? No, 1/2 would be here. Okay, Madeline?
5/6.
Yes. Remember we said 1/6 of a clock is 10 minutes? So when I come down here, I can see 10 minutes. Here's a 6. Another 10 minutes. Now I have 2 6. Another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes is 4 6. And finally 5 6. How many minutes are in 5/6 of an hour, Kaylee? 50. So I'm going to write equals 50 minutes. Did you get it down? Oh, speedy. All right, number 11. Now what fraction of our clock are we showing? Kendall.
7/8.
No, not 7/8. If it was split into 8 equal parts, it would have to be kind of like through the middle. Okay, so it's not 7/8. Keegan?
11/12.
It's 11/12. And how many minutes are in 11/12? Mason? Very good. Okay, last one. What fraction is this clock showing? Colton? It's showing 1/2. There's many, or 12/12. How many minutes are in a whole entire clock? Jasmine? 60 minutes. Make sure you write that down.
I have another one for number 8.
Okay, hold on to it, kiddo, okay? Alright, so now, turn over your page, and I need a volunteer to read directions. Oh, let's see. Mariano, go ahead.
Free fraction ignition problem. Show your work on the clock face. Recording your
Strategy.
strategy for solving the problem.
Okay, so we're using what we just did to show our work on the clock. So if we have 1/4 plus 1/2, I'm going to put an X right here at the top. I always start at the top. So everything I do on my paper right now, you need to do on your paper. The first thing I need to do is go 1/4. So where am I going to stop to show a 4th? Dallin? At the 3. So to show my work, I'm drawing my arrow to the 3 and I'm putting an X. I have to label my line. 1/4. Now I'm adding 1/2. So I need to go a half further. Okay, what would I do, Allison? I would go to the 9. So I'm going to draw my line, and I'm going to stop at the 9. I'm going to label it 1/2. Okay? The first thing it said was show your work on the clock face. This is how we show our work. You have to label these or you don't get credit. Okay? Alright, what is my answer? I ended at the 9. What's my answer, Sarah?
3/4.
Yes. So up here I'm going to say 3/4. Okay. Alright, for number 2. Now we're starting with 1/4. So on your clock, draw 1/4. Yeah, you might want to look back. We labeled 1/4 over here, 15 minutes. How do I label 1/4? Everybody should know, yeah. Mason, how do I do it? So I should have an X above the 12 where I start. I draw my line to the 3, which is correct. Did you guys label your line 1/4? Make sure you've labeled that. Okay. Now I have to add a third. Look back at your notes on 1/3 and see if that can help you. Parker, how do I do this?
Well, what I did is I looked back and I looked at 1/3 and how many minutes it was, and I added 20 minutes and it equals 20 minutes.
Good. So if I know 1/3 is 20 minutes, then I can use my clock and I can say, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to stop at the 7 because that's a third. So I'm done. I've got a 4th plus a 3rd. All of this is my answer, but what fraction is that? What fraction is there? Jackson.
7/12.
Very good. Alright, so your assignment at your seat, you're showing me all of your thinking. I want you to do number 3, and then on that second page I had you tear out, you're going to do 4. Oh, 4 and 5. Look at 4 and 5. Numbers 4 and 5, you're going to make up your own. Okay? Okay. If you finish early and I am still with the group, you need to look in the challenge math folder because there are fraction puzzles in there. Or you need to find other math to work on. But this is on your own, so voices should be off. And I'm going to call groups. So